Hey everybody, this is Alex from ninjateacher.com, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to do a border run from Vietnam out of the country to extend your visa and stay for a long period of time, because the tourist visa is only 3 months. The long-term, year-long visas are kind of hard to get. So is this really a viable option? Can you just keep doing visa runs all the time and go with that approach? Well, I'm going to discuss that, so let's crack into it. So a lot of people come to Vietnam and want to start teaching. They want to stay there for an extended period of time, and they want to know about the visa situation. Like myself, when I first started looking into it, there was not a conclusive body of knowledge out there on exactly how it works. So hopefully I'll be able to clear the air a bit with this video and explain to you how it works and in what situations you need certain documents, what situations it's better just to do border runs. So case one is you arrive in Vietnam on a 3-month visa. The best way to do this is to either apply for the visa at an embassy outside of the country, where you can get it for a decent price. Normally it depends on the embassy. The prices actually vary a lot. When I first got my 3-month visa for Vietnam, it was only about $45, I think it was. Not too much, and that was it. I just paid that. Some places can be up to $70 for a 3-month single entry visa. So that's one way of doing it. The other one is you apply online for an approval letter, and you get this approval letter sent to you. It costs anything from $20 to $30, and this is just like an invitation to Vietnam from a company, and you use this when you arrive at the airport to get a visa on arrival, and then you pay $45 at the airport when you fly in for 3 months single entry visa. So once you've got that approval letter, you can just fly in and then pay at the airport. But if you don't have that approval letter, you actually can't take the flight. And it's a weird system. No one really knows why. They have some random approval letter from some random company. It makes no sense really, but it's just what you got to do. Just Google Vietnam visa on arrival approval letter. You'll find lots of different companies. I did mine just recently now while I've been doing this visa run, and it takes about a couple of days. Then they send you a letter that you just have to print out. Okay, so that's the first 3 months out of the way. I recommend everyone do this, even if you are planning to get a long-term visa in the country. If you want a school to sponsor your visa, that's good, you can do that. But just arrive on a tourist visa when you're first setting it up. That way you can look around for jobs. And now what I need to explain is that a lot of jobs in Vietnam can sponsor your visa that will allow you to stay for up to a year. However, it's kind of hard to find because it is a long, annoying, difficult process to get a visa for a teacher. So a lot of the schools just don't bother doing it. Now, I'm not here condoning whether it's right to work on a tourist visa or not. I'm just saying this is how it is in Vietnam. A lot of schools don't want to do that. They don't want to have to pay taxes or whatever reason. It's a long, complicated process. Maybe if the government made it more easy, then they would do it more often. But just the way it is right now, a lot of schools just don't want to do it. Unless they want to lock you in for a year and they would like to give you a year-long contract, then yeah, they might go through the whole process with you. However, it's not always the case. So if you don't and you want to stay in Vietnam for a longer period, you can stay on a 3-month tourist visa, and then after 3 months, you can either extend it or do a border run. Now, if you extend it, the way this works is changing a lot all the time, and the price is always changing. It can basically change from day to day. But a lot of the time nowadays it's going to be quite expensive, and it's going to be up to $300 to extend it for another 3 months. So that's quite a lot of money for a visa extension when you're initially paying like $60 for a visa for 3 months. So most people just don't do this. They go and do a border run. Now there's a lot of cheap options. You can fly out to Bangkok for round tickets for about $100, and then do the same visa process that I just talked about with the approval letter and the paying at the airport, and then you've done the visa run for like, under $200 if you do it, efficiently, and you just stay at the airport, or you stay maybe one night in Bangkok, something like that. So then you can do it very cheaply. So right now, as you can see behind me, I am in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. This is Batu Caves, and it's a beautiful spot. And what I decided to do was just pay a little bit more than Bangkok flights, because those are very cheap, and fly to Malaysia and take a 5-day holiday, basically. So that's what I'm doing right now, just on a little vacation from Vietnam, and it's not going to be as expensive as a $300 extension. So basically I'm doing everything for under $300, and I'm getting a 5-day holiday out of it. Leave the country, extend it, either way, it's okay, but if you leave the country, then you can go experience another city, come back and get another 3-month visa. Now, not everyone wants to do this every 3-month thing, but a lot of people do it, and it's not that bad, especially if you get to go to a place like this and take a little holiday and have a good time. It's the price to pay for like living in a country like Vietnam, where it's very low living costs and high salaries with teaching. You have to do it every 3 months. Well, what's the big deal? You can take a holiday every 3 months. So a lot of people are doing this, and I think it's a great thing to do. And so I reckon this trip will cost in total, it was about $180 for my round trip, $180. And then on top of that, accommodation, $5 to $10 a night. Food here is really cheap, as you can see in my video on Malaysia. All the meals were cheap. It was a great, food experience, really good. And then if you want to do some cool stuff, add on top of that. But I think everything easily came under $300 for my entire trip, and got a little holiday out of it too. So that's basically how to do the visa extension order run, and it's a good way to do it because you don't actually have to be out of the country for an extended period. You can basically just be out and then come back in, as long as you have that approval letter and then pay for the visa at the airport. So simple enough. I don't know, maybe just people don't know the whole situation, but as soon as you arrive in Vietnam and you speak to people who live there, it becomes pretty clear that it's not a complicated process. Really straightforward. Hope this clears it up and makes it crystal clear for you. If you have any other questions, just post them in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer them. Otherwise, that's it from me, Alex from Ninja Teacher. Make sure to subscribe for more videos about teaching English abroad, and stay tuned for more updates on that kind of stuff. And make sure to hit me up if you are interested in finding a teaching job abroad. All right, that's it from me. Speak to you soon. Bye.